Good morning. Welcome to the Talking Pigskin Week 15 edition. As always, I'm your host Kishwar, and I want to begin by quickly recapping my last week's predictions. I went 3-2 last week. Happily wrong about the Jets. That was the first come from behind victory for our young QB Sam Darnold. So happy he was able to come out of the locker room, play out the rest of the game, and go for 2 touchdown drives in fourth quarter. This really gave a lot of Jet fans hope for the future. Happy to see that, even though this team needs a lot of work, and perhaps a lot of fans did want this Jets team to lose out because of draft positioning. But if Sam Darnold develops and goes on game-winning drives like last week, I'm more than happy to see them win. Definitely never discount a victory like that, so I'm very happy for Sam Darnold and for the Jets, for those players. They've been struggling for so long, and finally they're able to break out of the slump. Still doesn't save Todd Bowles' job, but it was good to see them win. But other than that, I'm going to quickly get into the week 15 picks, since we have games that are about to start in about 4 hours, starting with the Jets. They'll be taking on the Texans at 4:30 later today. Texans coming off a loss against the Colts. It's not a bad loss when you realize that Andrew Luck is playing out of his mind and the Colts defense is a lot better than what we thought it would be. Good for them, but the Texans should be able to bounce back. They're a touchdown favorite on the road against the Jets today. The Jets will be feeling good about themselves after last week's victory at Orchard Park against the Buffalo Bills, but this Jet team will be without Isaiah Crowell, Quincy Enunwa, so it's going to be a little hard. Dan Reeves all been suspended, but the defense did play well after the first couple of drives against the Bills last week, so it should be a fun game. I think Darnold will continue to develop and have a good game, but I just don't think the Jets have enough talent to take down this very good Texans team. So I'm going to take the Texans on the road to win today's game. Let's jump on to tomorrow's games. And the first game I would like to discuss is the Dallas Cowboys traveling to Indy to take on those Colts that we just talked about. The Colts at home, 7-6, are in desperate need for a victory to stay alive in the playoff hunt for the AFC. And as for the Cowboys, they're 8-5, and Carson Wentz is out for the Eagles. So I don't see anyone else in the NFC East challenging the division. Even if they lose tomorrow, I don't think that's going to be a huge issue for them. I think they'll still win the division. Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott, and Mark Cooper has been balling out the last few weeks. I hope that continues for them, but I just don't think they'll be able to go toe-to-toe with Andrew Luck and that offense. I think Luck's been playing on an outstanding level. He should be mentioned in the MVP discussions. He hasn't been yet, but definitely the Colts at home, I'll definitely give them the edge. I'm picking them to win tomorrow's game. Next game we have is the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. This will be a Sunday night game. Carson Wentz, I believe, is done for the year with a back issue. This guy is having durability issues for the last couple of seasons. That's concerning if you're an Eagle fan, but I hope he gets healthy and he'll come back stronger next year. But with Nick Foles traveling to the Coliseum, where the Rams will be a little ticked off after what happened last Sunday night against the Bears, their offense will most likely explode on them. I believe Todd Gurley will have a big role to play tomorrow night, and Jared Goff and the offense will bounce back. I don't think the Rams will go on any losing streak here. The Rams will easily take care of the Eagles on Sunday night. One game I did skip over was the 4 o'clock game tomorrow, where the New England Patriots will go to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The Steelers, what is going on over there? I thought without Le'Veon Bell they'll be just fine, but a loss to Raiders definitely hurts. Sure, Roethlisberger went out of the game because of his injury, but they were in position to win the game. Even after the Raiders scored that late touchdown, Juju Smith-Schuster got him in field goal range, and Boswell just couldn't connect with the ball at the end. So that was tough for them, but I don't think they can bounce back against a Patriot team who just came from the most demoralizing loss you can think of under the Bill Belichick era. How do you let that happen? I'm pretty sure even if you try that play in Madden at the end of the game, you still can't pull it off. What happened last week will never happen again in any game whatsoever. Gronkowski should not be trying to tackle down Kenyon Drake. If Devin McCourty was there, all you had to do was just push him out, and the game would have been over. But Patriots blew it. Can't believe every time they go to Miami, they blow games. But I expect them to bounce back at Pittsburgh. I just don't think Patriots will go to Pittsburgh and blow this game, especially when the the Steelers are playing so horrible. So Patriots on the road. And the last game I have is the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers on Monday night. The Saints are favored by 6 points. I think they'll easily cover because the Panthers, after 6-2 start, they lost 5 straight. Now they're at 6-7. They couldn't even take care of the Browns last week. So this is going to be hard for them to get back on track. The Saints are already in the playoffs, but I don't think they want their division rival to get into the playoffs, and I think they'll do everything in their power to keep them out. Cam Newton, I think, has been playing hurt, and it's really not helping their cause. But Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore needs to get more involved for them to have any chance against the Saints offense, who has been struggling the last couple of weeks, but I believe with Drew Brees, with the extra rest, I think he'll be good to go. So there you have it. I have the Texans, the Colts, the Patriots, the Rams, and the Saints. Let me know what you think of these picks. I'll see you guys next week with Week 16 picks. Until then, have a good day.